guys. Jackson.
Subs Trauma.
And he's a drummer. The guitarist, Jackson.
I'm Mark. I play bass with HedPE.
Right on. Thanks for coming around, guys. You guys want to sit down and relax?
Not really.
No.
I
can sit down, but I won't be relaxed. Like you're sucking me up here.
It's a fucked up couch.
Getting sucked up.
It sucks
Well,
you in.
that's not the first time it's happened on this couch. I'm
Don't play
sure.
that tonight.
No, we're not playing that. Yeah, we are playing that tonight.
Oh, suck it up?
Yeah.
Oh, suck it off. Okay, gotcha. So when I listen to you guys, I got into Truth Rising. Now that's a really politically charged album. Is this an ideological thing in your music, or is that something that you just did for that album?
Are you talking in terms of the lyrical content of the record?
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. I'm really glad you brought that up because this is a guitarist, he's the bassist, and I'm the drummer, so we don't actually write the lyrics. I can't really comment so much on that. What do you have to say about that, Mark?
Well, that was a phase that the band went through. We were really into the quote-unquote truth movement.
Yeah.
And followed that for a few years, but then we kind of just moved on. Truth is what it is, and nobody knows what a real truth is, least of all us. So now I would say Jared's lyrics on the last album are probably just like more personal, more close to him and his own personal evolution. I like using the quote, science make words stand out. So it was more personal album this time. Truth Rising was what it was 4.5 years ago.
Right. So he's in charge of all the lyrics and stuff. You guys don't really have any input there.
No, we don't. Jared writes all the words.
So how has your music then changed throughout? Well, when was your first album?
The first album, we had an EP came out in '96. It was technically our first album. And then our first major label album came out in '97. Had a lot of songs we were on. Excuse me, kids? Talking again.
Is that Blackout?
Grown-up stuff. No, it was. We'll get you in a second. No, it was a self-titled album. Then we had Broke, and then we had Blackouts. And then we got dropped by the major label. And in '04 we had to reinvent ourselves with Jackson and Jeremiah.
So you guys started I was 12 when I joined the band.
Yeah.
So you guys started after that point. Is that right?
Simone.
Okay. We started after we joined the band. I started playing guitar actually like right the day I joined the band. I just figured out the D chord.
What year did you join?
2003?
2003.
Oh,
2004.
Who cares?
I was in 2008.
Okay.
So
the reason we got Jackson is we had no guitarist, and my roommate at the time, my favorite story, kept telling me, yeah, I heard this kid playing HedPE songs better than the guys in HedPE ever did.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so I ended up hooking up in an audition with Jackson, and he came down to Jared's apartment, and we were jamming. And the only thing I remember commenting on was, like, he rules, but he's just using way too much vibrato. And he later tells me, oh, it wasn't vibrato, I was just nervous as hell. But from that point on, he did the job of two guitarists, and has been with us ever since.
So there was two guitarists,
yeah,
right? And now there's one guitarist. You can fill that.
Yeah, well, before me, there was one guitar player filling in because the second one was one of the original members. He just parted ways. Yeah. So there was a short period of time where they did have one guy sending mail, but then he parted ways with the band as well, and that's what led them to the whole not having a guitar player.
There's a lot of partying went on back then. Partying and then parting.
Yeah. Partying, yeah, I mean, that's a big part of your music. You know, a lot of style is about, well, there's politically charged stuff, there's a lot of social change, and there's a lot about partying, too.
Oh, totally. You know, we talk about politics and then tits, splits, and bong rips. You know, it goes from this to that and right back to politics. You know, we cover the spectrum.
I think it's interesting you guys can say, you know, you can have fun, but you still got to be serious about the world, you know? What do you think about that?
It's true. You can take life seriously, but you shouldn't take yourself too seriously. I read that somewhere. I was trying to sound all philosophical.
Oh, you had him going. You should.
what did you say? You got a Reader's Digest or something?
Yeah, that's something I found in the
Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
Playboy.
I read it for the articles.
I went to Spotify, I looked at you guys, and they said reggae, rock, metal, all that stuff. You guys incorporate a lot of different genres in your music. Are you guys all have backgrounds with that, or how does that work in a band? I mean, that's kind of unique.
Well, we all had. I grew up in a rock background. I'm about 3 times as old as these kids, so I grew up in the classic rock era. And then later on, I actually got introduced to reggae by our DJ at the time, DJ Carter. came from a reggae background. He used to play with Sublime for a while. So
Oh, really?
he introduced me to a whole new style of music that I'd never grown up.
One second, sorry.
You gotta start again.
Nope.
Battery,
With more
battery
feeling
ran
next
out.
time. More feeling. Come on. I want to believe it. I want to believe it. Come on. Bring the fire. Actually, really just did that 5 minutes ago.
All right, let's start again. What are you guys' names?
Homegirl. Is that the Galaxy? Is that the Galaxy S10?
Hey, one quick pick of the band if you guys want to look up here for a second. It's Drew.
The Galaxy Note. Yeah, it's working.
Oh, the note. Gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure.
Product placement. Product
I would
placement.
hate to waste you guys' time and then.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first.
Yeah, it happens.
Our time has already been wasted for the most part today, trust me.
Yeah.
We're very familiar with the on-ramp to, what is it, the 470? 470, exit 34? Oh, dude, yeah.
I-70.
I-70, that's what it is.
No,
That's
it's
what it is.
470.
Oh, 470 East.
We know it, man. We've
okay.
been
Oh, yeah,
living
I'm sure
there.
you guys are better than
We're out.
That's right. What happened tonight with the bus?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's easier for me. Thank
First
you.
day, we're supposed to get this thing started. Well, Mark didn't even make it there. Make it to Denver the first day. His flight got delayed all the way to the following day. I showed up to a broken bus that was like broken down 13 miles away, so I had to try to finagle a ride to the bus. Spent 4 or 5 hours at the airport until we finally went to go start looking for the bus, and that's where the bus has been ever since. Actually, we've been playing shows and then returning back to the broken down
Bus
bus
is still broken
on the
down.
on-ramp. Bus is still broken down.
Oh my god.
Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to Grand Junction. We're going to take the minivan, and then afterwards we're going to drive back here to the bus.
Yeah.
And then,
broken bus.
yeah, then we have a show in New York. We're going to take the minivan there, and then come back to Denver where the bus is. That's what we're going to do. Just kidding, just kidding.
That's
Kind
a
of.
mobile
Kind of,
headquarters.
Kind of.
Isn't this
Well,
kind
just
of a
kidding
mobile
about the New
headquarters?
York part. I think everything else is true.
Wouldn't be far off. It really brings a whole new meaning to a mobile headquarters.
So a friend of mine out there who listens to a lot of music said there was some issue going on with Juggalos, and how do you guys relate to that? Is there something going on with them being a gang and everything? Do you guys relate to Juggalos, or do you distance yourself from that?
What's a juggalo?
What was that?
What's a juggalo?
What's a Juggalo? Yeah. I don't know.
Gangs?
I don't know. There's a bit of a weird situation that happened when the FBI, I guess, classified the Juggalos as a gang.
Yeah.
So I guess because we played for some of this market or whatever in the industry,
considered that-
now is whatever. So I guess your question is, how do we relate to it? We really don't. I mean, that's a group of people that
I can't even
enjoys
put a
art.
W sign up. Never mind.
Yeah.
big.
I agree with you, man. I don't know anything about
Oh,
it.
dude, this guy's a Geordie, dog. What you talking about? Straight up out of the UK. Yo, tell him that
Oh,
shit.
yeah, that's
bro.
yeah. We're the original gangsters. Back
Get all
in the
up
day.
in that.
Yeah, we got all up in this.
What's the
I
matter,
had to
bro?
just take the mic from them. That's what I had to do.
All right, bro. What was the question again? We were still talking about the bus?
Probably in some weird way, I'm sure it relates.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
anyway, you were asking if we were gang affiliated as well?
No, not at all. It's just there was some issue going on with Juggalos, and somehow my friend outside there said that you guys were related to that. So,
Well, we've done tours with ICP before.
yeah, great.
What's going on here?
ICP, yes.
We have an interview or is this a restaurant service?
Well, you know, hey.
I would love one.
There you go,
Thank
there
you
you
so
go,
much.
too.
Hey, thank you,
I
miss.
noticed that you were caught, you know. I was just trying to help,
18%
too.
gratuity.
there we go.
automatically
There it
added to
is.
Parties
No,
or
Hey,
every-
we're reaching
tell you
hard.
now,
We're reaching hard back here, dude.
No, that's something we used to take seriously in the clubs that don't allow bottles on stage. That would be filled with Grey Goose. You know, you used to sit up
snaps.
on stage all night and then wonder why you stagger off. Something in the water, literally. So
much
anyway, what,
Lay's
we talk
water?
about gangs or buses? I can't remember what we got.
Actually, I don't want to talk about gangs anymore. It was just an issue, issue that someone wanted.
Yeah, but seriously, we just played. We did a tour with ICP.
Yeah, okay.
And a couple tours with Twisted, and they're on Psychopathic Records, which is the leader of the whole Juggalo movement. It has nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I understand that.
I can't even stand wearing guideliner or mascara, so I don't really associate myself with part of that scene. Anyway, so I may be a bit of a gang member myself, you know, but that's about it.
Okay.
Jordy dogs.
They're a gang member, but they're not with Juggalos at all.
Before the technical difficulties, you talked about association with the band Sublime. I'm kind of interested to you expand on that a little bit.
Well, when we got our DJ Product, right at the inception of the band in '94, he was a punk rock DJ, and he used to get kicked out of clubs because he'd get hired to spin records, and they want dance music, and he'd spin punk rock. And he also played on a lot of Sublime, one Sublime album. He used to do a lot of shows with him. And Robin the Hood was their second album. He did a lot of DJ work on that. You can actually look at Bradley Knowles' credits. There's a point where he says, "Where's Doug?" ? And that was our DJ Product.
Right on.
So we ended up, because of association with him, that's the Goose.
Speaking of association,
There he is.
the Goose.
There he is.
Gangs.
This is our tech. The Goose is from Indiana.
Hit it. Oh. Yeah, you're about to move to Indiana.
So our DJ obviously was very tight with the Sublime crew, and we got a lot of shows with them in Long Beach and San Diego back in the day, and it was great for us. You know, we'd hardly play at any shows, and we'd hear all these crazy stories about Sublime, who was huge then, how Bud the drummer would get so drunk, he'd be playing and then puking in a bucket.
Are these
I got to
true
see it
stories?
firsthand.
Are these true stories?
Yes, that's how they were all. The kids loved it. You know, somehow they pulled off these.
Oh, we're
great
huge
shows.
Sublime fans, and that's interesting to see.
Oh,
that.
it was awesome. You know,
Played with
we
them,
got to
yeah.
do a handful of shows in the early days, and then when they did their third album and really went big, we didn't see them again. And
Oh, okay.
tragically, we were just starting to tour, and we were in San Francisco when we heard that Bradley passed away.
Yeah.
So that was the end of that. So.
Now you guys were with a major label at that point, were you?
Jive, yeah, actually the largest independent label in the country
I
at
see.
the time, yeah. That was a great experiment in that they were a hip-hop label looking to break into the rock world.
Uh-huh.
We were a rock band who did a lot of hip-hop, who had to sing and rap, so it seemed like a marriage made in heaven.
Your crossover, kind of.
And then right as we got signed, they signed Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, and
Perfect.
Sync. Pushed us off into a little RV and decided they didn't want to break into rock anymore, they were going to focus on pop. So they treat us well in that they put money into us to record. We did 3 albums with them, but they never really got behind us. You know, they moved on to different things as changes in the music industry.
They went into where the money was. And,
What's going on, fellas?
Hey,
Those kids we're just at the kids' table right now.
Oh, wait,
Let
I
the
wanna ask
adults
you-
talk right
Let
now.
the adults
Hand
talk.
over the mic.
That's what we're doing.
Sorry.
I'm a guitarist, so I'm really interested in Jackson.
You have, trust me, I have nothing interesting to say.
I want to hear about your equipment.
Yeah, right.
I want to hear about your equipment. What are you playing?
Yeah.
and
Oh
what
god,
are the
this is gonna be
endorsements?
so boring for everybody.
Not for guitarists.
Okay, got you. All right, well,
The chicks love
go ahead,
hearing
grab
about
it.
your equipment.
jeez Louise, oh my god. I play Ibanez guitars. I use Marshall JMP1 preamp. I use Egnator heads and cabinets, and I don't know if there's other stuff. Boss pedals.
So you don't use a big digital pedal. You use actual stomps.
I do have stomps. I have a MIDI control. I already feel like a dork. I can feel my nerd
Our audience
energy just
is
totally
musicians.
killing the
Our audience
vibe.
is musicians.
You guys are going off with the Sublime thing. It was all cool. She's like dancing around. And I'm like, well, yeah, I gotta use the MIDI moves. It's a Tech 21. She just like,
Some clothes start coming back on. Yeah. You know, everything's just, all right.
oh, jeez Louise.
Well,
Oh, God. How do you recover from that one? We'll go back to the Sublime stories
No,
after
you're
this.
doing great. You're doing great. Tell them about your pedals and shit. And, you know, stuff that kids find interesting.
Now let's talk about active versus passive wiring, okay?
Okay,
You guys
actually,
listen.
I need to know
listen.
about that.
He needs to know.
I need to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just kind of go with the basic stuff. I got the
Flag.
basic delays.
These ones are Marshall.
Yeah, it's a Marshall preamp, and that's got all my stored tones and all that stuff. So
Because that's solid state Marshall preamp.
it's a tube amp.
Okay, cool.
I stop smiling. I said tube. That's what it was. Okay, so the kids table is.
I love how I get to stay at the kids' table
Yeah, you get
the
to
whole
stay.
time. I don't have to, associate myself with anything other than the kids' table.
We were over here eating macaroni and cheese. They were having turkey and stuffing. You know. We had the little sippy cups over here. They're over there.
This
with
is
their
all
rubbing
Adult
noses.
Swim. It's all okay.
Great.
It's all
I love
good.
it. It's great.
No.
Good.
And, did you? I came in late to the interview. Did you already ask you about their influences? I'd like to hear some more about.
I didn't get to that yet.
Okay. Well,
We're too busy nerding out over here talking about. No, but
What are your
You like the
influences?
science of guitar too. Don't let me interrupt.
Pass it around. Let's see your influences. What,
Oh, right,
what
right.
kind of music?
I-
Why are you playing?
I always got into like Alice in Chains. God damn it!
Dude, come on, use phone.
Who threw that?
You're losing your phone here.
Son of a bitch. That's okay. His turn's coming.
You're staying.
I always
You're
got
staying
into
in for
bands
recess.
like,
Whoever.
Bananarama and
Yeah, in the 90s.
I was really into them and.
When you were wearing those little...
Oh, you found those?
There's
Oh
a
my
backpack.
God! How did you find those?
They were in your back
I
pocket.
left those here last time I was here. These are actually very sticky. I don't know why this is here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that right
I
on.
think these will fit me nicely.
Another water.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
Yeah, we're on stage, bro.
I mean, how are you really supposed to continue with that? I don't know.
You mentioned Alice in Chains.
Basic
Alice in
stuff.
Chains, big influence
Alice
of
in
mine,
Chains,
that's for sure.
Megadeth, Stone Temple Pilots. You know,
How about Metallica?
I like the Metallica's really good too. I enjoy that stuff as well. I don't know. There's just so many Black Sabbath, Zeppelin. You know, kind of the Kiss was a really big influence on me.
Really?
Actually, I was
That's
a
kind of
really big
before your
fan.
time, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of that stuff was, but you know, I really dug it. I got into watching those old documentaries and just watching the shock rock stuff. To me, was always really
Shock rock, right?
You know what I mean? Just these
Yeah.
guys, you know, from New York.
How about Alice
just-
Cooper?
Alice Cooper, well, yeah, a big Alice Cooper fan. In fact, he was a big influence on Kiss.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That was one of the main reasons why I got into the guy liner and the bro and the bro scare for a while.
were you
Because I was into
wearing
theatrics. I was into that kind of stuff, and you know that was like a really kind of natural progression for me. And then obviously the gold dress that came later. That came a little bit later, but
Well,
that
don't
was
you guys wear some sort of makeup?
Oh, yeah,
sometimes
we
or
used to.
masks?
I was something I really got involved in.
Yeah.
I loved it. I mean, we were both really into it. We did like full-on face paint, creative character for ourselves. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of production, right?
You know? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But well, things you move on, and then all of a sudden it became fun to just go stock again after doing that for so many years.
Kiss unmasked.
You have any reggae influences being a drummer?
Oh, yeah, I do. I sure do. Well, I mean, I've always enjoyed reggae. I come from a background of like funk, R&B, and metal. You know, a lot of Megadeth, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Tower of Power, and then I can throw in some obituary in there too. I like the groove stuff, you know. So that's my background personally. I don't know, Mark. Why don't you share some of your background?
Thanks, bro.
There you go,
I
bro.
noticed you didn't get anything thrown at you.
What's that all about?
I got nothing left. I hit tied you with everything I
I
had.
realize it'd be like trying to penetrate Fort Knox up here, man. Come on.
I grew up in a different country, far away from like the reggae beach scene that I later
A
discovered.
different country, really?
Yeah, Zimbabwe.
Really?
Okay, early 70s. But no, I grew up in England, and my first band I was really interested in was the Beatles, because my parents had a lot of Beatles albums. And when I started playing bass, you know, Paul McCartney is never one of the most shredding Billy Sheehan type bass players. If you listen to him, especially when he dropped a lot of acid on the White Album, his bass lines, he'd use like every note. Oh, it's amazing. Very melodic lines. And then I got into Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and bands like that. And my biggest bass band influence was always the guy from Rush, getting bass shredded, and I used to play along with them records. And then it's only later on that I just went into more reggae, and I tried to get into, listen to hip hop a lot more, which was a learning experience to me, especially from Jared. When you get on, if you're playing too much, it was like you have to really approach how I play and learn where not to play.
You have to actually know where not to.
Yeah, which, you know, as a guy coming from an Iron Maiden type background, telling the bass player not to play is like, you know, it just doesn't happen, you know. So I had to relearn a lot of things. I still get schooled now and again, but you know, you're always learning as a musician. What's going on, bro?
Should we get some water?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Frog in his throat.
I was getting a little choked up and talking about Iron Maiden. I love that band.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Got a dead egg going right now. You got any more questions?
You guys that listen to Alex Jones or David Icke?
Used to, yeah.
That's where the truth movement stuff was.
Started maybe, yeah.
'Cause I recognize like a lot of those sound clips and stuff that they did in that.
Yeah. Oh, you mean on Insomnia? There was a lot, yeah.
Sound now, check that one out.
That's the album has a lot of Alex Jones.
Actually, that was me. I was doing the voiceovers for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
I want freedom, and that's what you should want. I'm tired of this. Ah! I'm Alex Jones and I'm pissed off.
Sorry, I have some practice on that.
That's perfect.
No, I'm a big fan. I love it. I love it. It's
I listen
good
to it all
stuff.
the time.
It's great programming. I love doing impressions. I had to do it.
No, we got a call coming in.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's actually, the singer from Smack Factor. He's like, oh, I need to get them to sign my posters.
Oh, right.
He's like, please, I'm going to give you a couple posters. Please have them sign it. I don't know how. Will you guys be at the merch booth after the show?
HedPE will, yeah.
Okay, so then you can take care of them then. That's cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. And as a drummer, tell us about your gear, because he's a drummer. He's the co-host,
Okay.
and I know you drummers can relate. But
All right,
what do you
real
got going
simple.
on?
I play Pearl drums.
You're a Pearl guy.
Scorpion sticks percussion for my drumsticks. And soul tone cymbals. That's my endorser. Very simple. That's what I use.
Right on.
Keep it short and sweet.
And what do you got here? You have an Ibanez bass?
Yes, this is actually an Ibanez bass. It actually says.
So you guys all laugh.
Sorry.
You got active pickups, everything around.
Yes, a big old.
No, that was an
bumper
accident.
right
I was aiming for
now.
the.
And I get this unique tone caused by this crack that just appeared all through the bass, and nobody's only got to yet. We haven't yet found out what caused that. Some fuck dropped it recently and won't tell me about it.
That's
But
not
it gives
funny.
it a certain unique warmth.
Why is she laughing? It's not funny.
Do you guys have like
Power Band 5000.
Yeah, we start out on Monday.
Monday, yeah.
In Farmington.
Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's our second run with them. We toured with them last August, early September. It's good. They're good guys. And then they close the show so we have to play for like an hour.
oh, that's cool.
Go on early, play instead of going on stage at midnight, which often happens to us. You get actually go on at 9 o'clock.
Ah, nice. Get a little time to relax after you.
Yeah, you get off stage, you go pay time to go pick up hookers and score some coke and blow and all that stuff.
Yeah, the Farmington.
And fail at all of them.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I fell in a barrel.
Fail at
tent,
acquiring
I'm
every
sucking
single
my
one.
thumb, it's just how it goes.
You guys have a really intense schedule, right? Coming up.
We just tour all the time.
Have you guys been touring constantly? Really?
Yeah.
For how long?
Well, since 1997.
Really?
Yeah, we used to take breaks, but then we got this bus. So now tour support used to be where the label would give us money to support renting a bus. Now tour support is we tour to support the bus because we have to, it's a Ford, fix or repair daily.
Obviously,
So there's a lot of expenses going with that. But
Fucking
no,
only runs
joking
down
aside, we do tour a lot.
Since '97, you've been playing touring basically straight through.
Oh, we take a day or two off here and there.
But you haven't had day job in that period. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Fucking success, man. That's what I say.
Yeah. Well, back then it was more money came in from royalties and CD sales, and then that.
How has that
disappeared.
affected you? I mean, the internet.
Oh, completely. The only money now is to be made from merchandise.
Yeah.
What's going on there, Chuckles?
Follow-up questions, ending questions. You guys as a band have like a personal manifesto, a philosophy you want to share out there for fans and people new to your music?
I don't know if we have a band philosophy, and I'm sure each one of us lives by a different philosophy. Mine changes all the time as I do something, fuck up, and realize I need to reappraise my philosophy. Right now, my own personal thing is I'm learning to take full responsibility. Like, where I'm at right now in life is a result of every thought, word, and action I ever did. Which, in a culture we live in that loves to place blame on someone else, it's always someone else's fault that I'm poor or I'm struggling or I'm not home. It's really not. I gotta accept that I'm the reason I'm here right now, and it's quite empowering because then there's only me to change that. Like, this bottle of
It wasn't me.
it was my fault for sitting here that I got hit. It empowers me because I can then take that bottle and return it.
This is an illustration, an example.
Philosophy in motion right there.
Trauma was sitting there earlier, and that was not a good place to
Oh
be.
yeah, that's just the bad place to be. That's the result.
And yeah, some guy walked past him, yada yada yada, there's a big stain on his pants now.
And what? Oh, go ahead. Personal philosophies. We're still on personal philosophy.
Personal philosophies.
Never put a hoe before a fro.
Yeah. Word though. Word.
You have anything? Do you have anything to add to the?
Well, I mean, everything that you're saying is obviously how we like to. I think all of us can agree on that philosophy.
No, that's mine.
Oh, okay.
Let's
That
go
was
with
a
that.
bad
Different one.
Well, paying it forward. Karma exists, so I'm starting to realize now that taking my own life into my own hands is extremely important, which goes again along lines of what he's talking about right now. We're all in full control of where we are, where we're going to be. You know what I mean? So I'm just doing everything in my power to secure that for myself and my family. And 2015 is absolutely sure.
You agree with that?
Yeah. Good time.
Oh yeah.
He's not done yet.
That was an intermission. All right, the suspense. We want to know your personal philosophy.
It's really simple. It's just the golden rule. Treat others the way you'd like to be treated.
So throw it back. You're gonna throw it back.
See, you really gotta go. You gotta go with the way you want other people to be treated. You know, I mean, I threw things at him. He throws things at me. You know, it's a give and take. It's one love. You know, and plenty of bottle caps and bottles. As well. But yeah, that's pretty much, that's as simple as it is. I don't know. So many people get caught up in a lot of different sort of compartmentalized ways of thinking and philosophies, but a lot of people end up forgetting that one basic truth. I mean,
That's one robust
you know what I mean?
tenet right there.
It's as simple as that, but it's very easily forgotten. Some of the simple stuff are the easiest things to forget. That's one I try to follow and fail many times, but I continue to try. But you know, that's just the way it goes.
You fail all the time, and then as you get older and continue failing, like he said, just keep learning from it.
Yeah, it's just one failure after another. It's just
a terrible life.
Failure after failure after failure. And after all this time, that's what I realized. That's what it's all about. Life is one big failure. And you gotta be great with that, you know? It's great. That's all I got.
And that's HedPE's philosophy towards life. How about plugging the Zen Lounge podcast and where we can find their music and their...
Tell me where to find your music, guys.
Hey, if you want to keep up with HedPE, you need to make sure that you get on the old Facebook.com/HedPE, HEDPE, and keep in touch with us. We're always out on the road, so it'll be likely that we'll be in your town or your neck of the woods within a few months or so. Come on out and check us out. Have a good time. Pick Up Evolution just dropped July 20th, our new record that just came out slamming, and it's been one of the most critically acclaimed, so to speak. A lot of people tend to like it, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure you'll know this. Qualified?
As Travis said, we tour all the time, so pretty soon we are going to break down in the city near you. If you're a diesel mechanic, you can get on the guest list. Just come down to whatever freeway on route we're broke. I bring some food, some coffee, some weed maybe for a couple of guys to smoke, some wine, and we'll get you on the guest list.
Paper
Get
bags.
us running again. So sorry to interject there. I just didn't want to make I want to make sure.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Great point.
Evolution's a great album. We love diesel mechanics.
Yes.
Jackson, would you care to add?
There's nothing else you can possibly add to that.
Hey, how about this? Say this is Jackson with HedPE, and you listen to the Zen Lounge podcast.
This is Jackson from HedPE, and you're listening to the Zen Lounge podcast. Yeah. That's like the first time I've ever got it right in one take ever.
No, it's not.
And I'm actually not sure if I got it right just
Zen
then
Lounge
either.
podcast.
Zen
Yeah,
Lounge
Trauma
podcast.
Yeah.
This is Trauma with HedPE, and you're listening to Zen Lounge Podcast.
One more.
No, I can't. I can't top that. I can't top that.
Come on, be responsible for your
Alright, this is
actions.
Mark. I'm the normal guy in this band. You're listening to Zen Lounge Podcast.
You got a hell of a grip on that mic.
Awesome.
Dude, please show some respect.
Are we good? I know you got stuff to do. You guys gotta get ready.
Yeah, dude.
Is
I
it
got
a
a whole
wrap?
lot of, yes.
It's a wrap.
I'm Double J, by the way.
I'm Triple M.